again, and welcome for the Maniac Guy up here in Maine. Always nice to have you guys along. So we're going to talk for just a quick minute about the Polytac by Streamlight. And what a fun little light this is. They really work great in my opinion. So I've got these mounted on several of my firearms here at home. In the opening sequence you saw kind of a mag dump with the little 22 LR here, the M&P 1522 with a 5.56 that I've got one mounted on. That's actually my cameraman's rifle, and he was kind enough to loan that to us and let us blow through some of his 5.56. And this 450 Bushmaster, which by the way, those astute viewers out there will notice that this happens to be missing a sight currently. It's because actually in the process of upgrading to a SIG Romeo series sight. I'll be doing a video on that when I get that on there. And I've had this mounted on a 12 gauge double barrel shotgun, the Stoker Double Defense. And these things have just done great at handling the recoil on all those. So thought it'd be fun to show you guys the ability of this to absorb the recoil and handle it. So yeah, the Polytac, I've also got this yellow one. She's a little bit stained up. I've had this for a number of years. This is my camping, hiking, whatever light. My power goes out, you got to get up and see what's going on. This is just my everyday utility light around the house. And really, I used to be a mag light guy, but these are pretty much all I use nowadays. So they do take a CR123 battery. Yeah, some people like those, some people don't. You know, I believe Streamlight's now making a Polytac X that takes maybe AA's, but you know, don't quote me on that. So, but the 123s, and you know, aren't a really expensive or hard to find battery. I usually will just go get, you know, go to Walmart or whatever and get myself some of the Energizer lithium. I mean, you do get a lot of runtime out of these. And I'm sorry, I'd have to look at the product specs to know exactly. I know this is 600 Lumen Light. I don't remember exactly how much runtime you get when you're using the brighter setting, but this just unscrews. The end cap just unscrews off this, goes right on there. And as the name would say, it's got an O-ring in there, so it's waterproof, at least water resistant. I mean, I've dropped this thing in streams and stuff and she's been fine. You've got more O-rings up in here. They do come shipped with this belt clip. I usually just will unscrew this and take off the belt clip when I mount it on a weapon, but you don't have to. It's a 1-inch diameter on the tube of this light, so it'll fit on any standard 1-inch weapons accessory mount. So any standard 1-inch over here will get you set right up, and you'll be able to adapt this directly to a firearm. So it is a bright LED white light that it's got, and so we're going to cut out here in a minute and show you guys what these will do at night. But yeah, the Streamlight Polytac, just a sweet little light. So stay tuned. We'll show you guys what they'll do at night really quick. One click does give you the bright setting, and you click this rubber cap right here. And then 2 will give you the strobe for kind of CQB, disorientation, whatever. Maybe identification if you're walking or something. And then if you want to conserve battery, then you can just give her 3 little taps and then click it in, and that gives you the lighter, like the really this is your power setting that's going to give you the most battery life. So all right, well, let's cut out, show you what they'll do at night. All right guys, so here we are with the Polytac out here at night. So got some ambient light from the porch light, but so to kind of show you what it looks like, I'm going to shut it off and turn it back on. So we also have the strobe function, which is kind of cool for tactical setting, things like that. And then we also have the dim mode, if you want to save battery. So as you can see, it's got quite a bit of illumination going on there, and if I focus in, you'll actually be able to see where it's kind of bright white in the middle. This is actually 600 Lumen Light. So, and just as a matter of comparison, I have with me, I also have a Safariland RLS. So that just kind of shows you sort of what the RLS looks like as far as, you know, flood capabilities versus the Polytac. So the price point on the RLS, this is my duty light that I have for work, that's issued to me for work, and the RLS is I believe about $120 price point. So, you know, comparable weapons light. This guy here, you're talking $40, really between $40 and $50 for the Polytac. So just once again, you've got, in my opinion, with the Safariland, much more expensive light. It's got a lot more flood capability as far as seeing around. But to be honest with you, I kind of think that the Streamlight actually does a better job at focusing that beam. It's a little bit smaller focused beam, and I think that these suckers are very comparable in the way that they and their light output and the way that they operate. So honestly, for my money, for what I use at home, I've got four of these Polytacs. One that I just have for personal, like normal use, and the other ones are weapons mounted. So for the $118 that this guy would have cost me, versus the $40 to $50 that this guy would cost me, yeah, I'm okay with the Polytac, and so that's kind of where we're at with that. The RLS is a great light system for law enforcement and military applications. Definitely, it's very modular design, but for what it is, this Polytac is going to do everything you need. All right, guys. So here's the Streamlight here, the Polytac, and just to show you what it looks like at range, we're out in the backyard here, and we've got what you see to the tree line over there. That's about 100 yards from where I'm standing, just shy of it. It's around 85 yards. So you can kind of see how it focuses in. This bird feeder there, and the some wood that we cut and things like that. But so yeah, so that's how she does focusing out there. You'll get some range out of it. I mean, that's up close. Kind of see some flood capabilities out in the woods there. And again, at range, holds together pretty well. It's not too bad. So all right, a little switch here. I've got my cameraman on the rifle. So we've got the tac light up here, the Polytac, and that also has been outside, the Streamlight Polytac. That has been outside now for about an hour and a half on the rifle while we've been messing with the laser. So I'm just gonna reach up here, so just kind of show you, and of course the functionality on that is just where it needs to be. So great product. Okay, so we're back in the study, and pretty much to sum up, as I was mentioning, outside there in the evening, and this is actually, in my opinion, for the money, just a super light. This is a light that I've incorporated into many of my firearms. I've got this guy here that I pretty much don't go anywhere without. And just a super resilient, rugged light, especially for the really $40 to $50 price point that you can find these on. I bought mine, I don't know if I mentioned, I bought mine on Amazon, but you can find these at just a myriad of sporting goods stores. So the Streamlight Polytac, as the name kind of indicates, it is a polymer flashlight. So, I mean, if that's not your thing, then, well, might not be the light for you. The regular series that they have that's made of, I think, aluminum, is much more expensive. It's up there with the Safarilands and things like that. But Streamlight's a good company, and I think they've done a great thing in putting out these Polytacs, and I love them. I've been using them for a good number of years now. So thanks for joining me again. It's always great to have you along for these videos. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. Give that like button a hit, and if there's anything that you want to see, please just mention in the comments, and I'll see what we can do to help you out with that. So we're just a growing channel, and it's always great to hear positive feedback and to know people are watching and enjoying, and you guys definitely help to make that possible. So all right, well, until next time, have a good one. Bye now.